There are a lot of great features coming to Marvel Spider-Man 2 to improve the quality of life for the game from the last two games. I was able to mention and break the exclusive on the fact that there is an option to turn on fall damage, which is awesome. But there's even more coming to Marvel Spider-Man 2 that's going to blow your mind. A lot of stuff that people have been really requesting to be added into the game, and some features that I think are going to change the way you play this game entirely. But also, I wanted to go over some of the accessibility features that have been announced by Insomniac for Marvel Spider-Man 2. There are some that are going to be ready for launch, but some that might not be ready until post-launch. So of course, it's been confirmed for a little while now that one of the main new accessibility features that's coming to the game is the option to change the speed of the game. It mentions here over on the PlayStation blog, introduced in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart and now featured in Marvel Spider-Man 2, players can assign game speeds of 70%, 50%, and 30% of the real-time rate to shortcut buttons. These allow you to slow down the action, giving you more time to react to multiple gameplay scenarios. So that's right, in Spider-Man Miles Morales, there was an option to assign your left and right D-pad to do a certain thing. It's a button shortcut. For a lot of people, they assigned one of the buttons to photo mode so that you can access photo mode instantly. It was also a button that was available in Spider-Man PS4, but now they're opening up the variety with the shortcuts to allow you to do a lot more, and this adds on to the accessibility of the game. So if you feel like there's too many enemies in the surrounding area, if you feel like you're going to get overwhelmed, at the press of a button, as long as you've assigned your shortcut, you can slow down the game speed to either 70%, 50%, or 30% of its normal speed. I think this is awesome because for a lot of people, they may want a bit more of a relaxed time playing the game, but also for the people that want the challenge, keep it at 100%. Also mentioned on the PlayStation blog in regards to accessibility is audio frequency controls. Additional options to our heroes gallery of accessibility features at launch are our audio frequency controls. These will allow players to disable uncomfortable sounds with our high frequency cutoff like high-pitched ringing, low frequency cutoff like the bass of an explosion, or a custom setting with the notch frequency filter so they can better enjoy Pete's classic quips as he thwips back a detonating grenade. So you know, if you have a bit of sensitivity to certain sounds like the higher pitched ringing, or if there is an explosion and that low frequency kind of bothers you, you can mess around with the audio frequency controls to match the way that you would see fit for your time playing. Now, in terms of what's coming post-launch, these are some accessibility features that we all do wish would have made it for the launch of Marvel Spider-Man 2, but hopefully we're not going to have to wait too long after it comes out on October 20th to get certain things like audio descriptions, screen reader, and as well captions. There's a lot more in regards to accessibility that's being added to Marvel Spider-Man 2, and it's all mentioned in the PlayStation blog that I'll leave linked in the description box below. Moving on though to a big thing that's being updated in Marvel Spider-Man 2's gameplay that I know a lot of people are going to be excited about, and this comes from a fellow content creator and good friend of mine, Evan Falarka. You see, Evan, like myself, last month got the opportunity to go to Los Angeles and play Marvel Spider-Man 2 and get early hands-on with the game. And when we got our hands on, we all tried a myriad of things. You know, Jake Baldino over at Game Ranks was able to confirm that you can do loop-de-loops in the game, and then I was also able to confirm in the settings that there is a fall damage option. But Evan, unlike a lot of us, had the opportunity to take some time to just stick to a building and see what the wall crawling is like. And although I haven't personally tried this out myself, so I'm not sure if I can corroborate from what Evan is saying, and I do trust him, it seems like the wall crawling is faster now in Marvel Spider-Man 2 than it was in the previous two games. I think in terms of feedback that's been provided to Insomniac Games, this is one of the bigger ticket items. A lot of people felt that the wall crawling in Spider-Man PS4 and Spider-Man Miles Morales was a little weak. So now that they've increased the speed, I wonder what else they may have done with the wall crawling to just make it more interesting, something that you'll want to do rather than something that you'll actively avoid. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see once we get our hands on the game, which is in just over 2 weeks now. My goodness. All right, and finally, this is actually huge. This changes everything. I'm not even kidding for how we're going to play Marvel Spider-Man 2. You see, way back a couple of weeks ago when I had mentioned that there is a fall damage option that you can turn on or off, I actually ticked off a major bucket list item of mine, and that was having IGN write an article about me. They did so to corroborate the information that I was reporting on with Insomniac Games. And well, when they reached out to Insomniac, this was a statement that was provided to IGN in regards to fall damage that also featured some brand new information about a new gameplay mechanic. So it mentions here in the IGN article, in a statement to IGN, Senior Programming Director Doug Sheehan, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, said the feature does exist in Spider-Man 2 and confirmed fall damage is not enabled by default. And Doug is quoted here saying, something we're seeing more and more of is that players like to be able to customize their experience. For those players, we added the ability to enable fall damage defaults to off, and even let people tweak how swinging feels with our swing steering assist setting. We hope players who enjoy a deep dive into the details have fun experimenting. And ever since that was posted, we've all been hoping to get a bit more information as to what Doug meant by this swing steering assist thing. Some people were under the impression that this was maybe going to be another accessibility feature that was going to be added into the game to just allow the game to help you swing easier. But as a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite of that. And James Stevenson over at Insomniac was able to clarify on Twitter exactly what this swing steering assist is going to be like. So he says here, for instance, there are 10 levels of swing assist on that slider. The game starts at the default from the previous games, which is the level 10. So it's a feature we let players turn down to get less assistance if they want. That's right. If you want to turn down the swing steer assistance from level 10 and lower it, well, you're going to have the opportunity to essentially require more skill when you're swinging around and free roaming in Marvel Spider-Man 2. And this just blows my mind. This is a feature that was available and people have been requesting since all the way back when the Spider-Man 2 movie tie-in game was released. They had a feature in that Spider-Man 2 movie tie-in game where you could increase the difficulty of the web swinging. It just makes it so that the ceiling for that skill gap is higher. And now how full circle is it that they're finally reintroducing this feature to Marvel's Spider-Man 2? I cannot wait to try this out. I can't wait to see what it feels like, what it plays like. You know, some people, they might not want to have it all the way down to level 1. I'm thinking someone like me, I'm probably going to keep it somewhere in the middle, but I imagine some people want it lower, but also some people might want it just a little bit below level 10 so that there's still some swinging assistance, but you have just a tiny bit of control. This is just awesome. Power to the players. Allow the people to tailor the experience the way that they like. And that for me reassures once again that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is seeming to be the ultimate Spider-Man experience, the ultimate superhero game experience. I know that I may be setting expectations a little high, and I apologize if some people aren't very happy with me if that's the case, but trust me, based on what I played, I think your expectations should be high, and I'm fairly confident that they're gonna be met. I mean, look at the fact that people have their hands on the game right now for review. The embargo for review is lifting on October 16th, a full 4 days before it even comes out to the public. PlayStation is very confident in this title. It's gonna be a big one, and I think we should all be very, very excited. And I can't even believe how close we are to launch. We have waited 2 long years since that reveal trailer at the PlayStation Showcase back in 2021. 3 long years for the people who have been waiting since Spider-Man Miles Morales. 5 long years for the people that have been waiting since Spider-Man PS4. This journey of waiting to see what happens next after that post-credit scene of seeing Harry in the tank with the symbiote, it's finally going to come to a head in just a couple of weeks. And I, of course, wanted to just say thank you to each and every one of you guys who have been showing an unbelievable amount of support on this channel and the content that I've been putting out. You already know there's a ton of more content coming your way when the game comes out, so subscribe and get those notifications on. You do not want to miss a thing. With that being said, let me now kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the accessibility features for Marvel Spider-Man 2? And also, are you excited that there's going to be a swing steering assist and that the wall crawling in Spider-Man 2 is faster than it was in the previous 2 games? Sound off with your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.